Hello everyone, and welcome to another Sims 4 speed build. And for those of you who don't know me, hello, my name is SimplyFreckled, otherwise known as Jessie. And yeah, I do essentially speed builds on my channel, hopefully some Sims Let's Plays in the future, and basically just farming sims. I'm more of a farming sim person. So yeah, this is kind of weird. I'm back after a few months of being just gone into the oblivion. Essentially, I graduated college and everything, which has been crazy in and of itself. So I took the last 3-4 months off, maybe. I don't know if it's been that long. It feels like it's been a year. But I had to take some time off to essentially just focus on classes. I was taking like 18 credit hours. So that's roughly 6 classes in college, which is like 8 hours of homework a night. It was insane. And then I was balancing technically like 3 jobs. So yeah, the whole thing was just a little bit crazy. But before I get into that, I want to talk about this build a little bit. It was intended to be a starter home. Yeah, it didn't do that. So I need to move the microphone back. My thing is going off the charts. It's like, you're screaming into the microphone, but I am not screaming into the microphone. Audacity, you need to calm down. But essentially, this was meant to be a starter home, kind of turned into a family home. And yeah, it's just, I have 3 bedrooms. I pictured one belonging to like a toddler girl, which would be super cute. So I decorated it like all fun and pastel. And then I have 1 bedroom dedicated to like a teenager and stuff. And then one to the parents or parent. Yeah, the whole house is just kind of like fun and lively. And it was just a good fun build to get back into everything. So that's sort of the house. I probably won't be talking about it much more unless I see something that I need to like point out or explain. So yes, let me talk about life, because life has been the most crazy thing lately. So those few months that I took off, I was mainly focusing on school, and also I had 3 jobs to balance, essentially. So my 3 jobs were a house manager, stage crew member, and a box office member of a local theater. And it's not like a movie theater. We do like musicals or operas and stuff like that. So that's kind of taken up a lot of my time, along with like the 6 classes or 18 credit hours that I was taking. So it's been just a whirlwind of that. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I was like, okay, things are gonna calm down a little bit. I can breathe, I can get back into YouTube, I can just kind of like take some mental health time. And then it just went into a whirlwind. I was going on vacations like crazy. I went to Vegas with Mom the other week, and I got a new tattoo, which is like pretty exciting. I will maybe insert a picture if I can figure out how to do that. We'll see. I probably won't be able to figure out how to do that, let's be honest. But it's really cute. You guys will see it eventually. So yeah, that was that was something. And then what else did I do? I feel like I've been on like 5 vacations already. I'm going on a float trip soon. My boyfriend's mom's getting married and stuff very soon, and then we're gonna go to Florida to celebrate that. And it's just like, I've been hanging out with friends like crazy, and basically just sort of celebrating graduation and kind of enjoying my last summer being free. I haven't really started looking for jobs because I move again in August, and I've been struggling with some of the management for my new place. Yeah, so I have to leave August 2nd for Florida, but my move-in date is August 1st. And anyway, they have spelled my name wrong on the lease, and it's like they won't let me move in on the 1st because yeah, it's a mess. And so I've been dealing with all that, and just turns out my cat Mittens is sick as well. She has like some thyroid thing, and so she has to eat a pill like twice a day, and she won't eat it, and so I have to like shove it down her throat, and that's just like not a fun experience. So yeah, that's been essentially a very shortened summary of just the chaos that has been my life lately. But aside from that, in like the 5 minutes summed up that was, everything's been good, for the most part, I would say. You know, I've been just kind of trying to get back on track. July has calmed down a lot. June was hectic and crazy. My dad's also building a house. This house that I'm building right now is kind of inspired off of that one, just a little bit. The floor plan and everything's different, but like the rough shape of the house is kind of the same. But yeah, so Dad's building his house, and since I have the minor in architecture and stuff, he wants me to like help him design the interior. So that's what we'll be doing. I'll be like down there all day painting the next few days and everything, and hopefully my skills will be great. I kind of want to make a whole video based off of that. I have some footage and pictures of just like what the house was looking like with just like the studs up. And then the drywallers are finishing up today. We're gonna come in and paint. And then I need to focus on like furnishing and stuff like that. But Dad just retired, so he's got like all this time to build and like invest in this house. And it's really cool to see like a parent's dream just kind of like come true, because he's always wanted to like build his own house and everything. And I don't know, it's just kind of cool to see. And it's really cool that he's bringing me in and letting me like help him with everything, because we've always been like super close and stuff. And you know, he said like if he ever got the chance to build a house, he would want me to design the inside of it, because he claims that he has no design abilities. I don't think that's true, but yeah, so we're kind of designing that together, and it's a good father-daughter project. But that's taking up a lot of my summer as well. So yeah, I've just been a busy bumblebee, and it's honestly been super nice just to kick back and relax. I went over to my boyfriend's parents' house this weekend, and it's just so nice. It has like such a large pool, and I wanted to swim so badly, but I just got that fresh tattoo, and it's like on my right ankle, so I couldn't like dive into the water or anything. And I was like Googling, how can you go swimming with like a new tattoo? Like, can I plastic wrap it, like saran wrap it, or can I put it in like a plastic baggie? Like, what can I do? Can I just saw it off and like leave it for a little bit? And it's just like, nope, you can't go swimming with a tattoo. That's just the moral of the story. You just can't do it. So that was kind of sad, but I've been reading a lot too, mainly just for work, because sometimes I'll get... Also, this video is just going to be a tangent of just my life. Like, there's not going to be a point to any of this. It's just kind of like, it's good to be back. I'm trying to get into the habit of talking again for a long duration of time. And so I'll probably go on tangents, and I won't finish stories. Like that story that I was just about to tell, yeah, probably won't finish that. But I've been reading a lot is essentially the gist of that. But yeah, so another reason I had to stop YouTube, aside from all the chaos in life, was like, I've had this chronic cough for over a year now. And I went to my doctor literally last week, because I've been kind of like talking to her, because my healthcare stuff in my doctor's office has this thing to where you can just kind of email your doctors basically online. So I was talking to her, and I was like, yeah, I've had this chronic cough for a while. And she had me come in, and she's like, oh, I think it might be this weird reflex thing. To where essentially like if it's worse whenever you lay down, or if it's worse in like the morning, that's because like there's a weird, this is kind of gross, sorry y'all. There's this weird like acid that's moving in your body, and we all have it, but like it's sometimes worse than others. So apparently I'm one of those people that is just worse in. So that causes me to cough really bad if I talk for like long durations of time, or if like I lay down for bed, I cough a lot, or when I first get up in the morning, I cough a lot too. So I was talking to her about all of that, and she recommended some medicine for me, so I've been testing that out for like a few days now. It's kind of helping, not really. I think it's something way more serious, which sounds really bad, but I'm pretty certain, just because like sometimes I'm coughing and I'm like, okay, this is where I die, this is it for me. But I'm also like really dramatic as a person, so like that's kind of a mood. Yeah, I don't know. It's really good to be back. Because even though all this chaos in life was happening and I was busy, the one thing I wanted to do was just to sit down and record. Because, you know, this has been sort of like a little bitty dream. I shouldn't say a little bit. It's been a pretty big dream of mine, just like do YouTube. And it's something that like, and I was talking to my boyfriend about this too, and just a few of my friends, but it's just something that's solely mine. You know, I feel like with work, I'm sharing that with like other people, and just like school is great and all, but like then I have to worry about finding a job and stuff, and I haven't been able to find a job because I've been leaving on so many vacations. And it's just like YouTube is the one, like it's like the eye of the storm. It's just calm. You know, it's just my one little like reprieve. So I've been really wanting to get back into YouTube and stuff, and I'm trying to figure out a way to where I don't get burnt out or I don't get stressed out about YouTube. So essentially I'm just going to be kind of uploading whenever I can, sort of thing. I'm going to try not to do daily like I was before, or I might try and do like every other day or something, and try and like force myself to stick to that regiment. Because like I told myself I was going to do that last time, and then I uploaded daily, and I got so stressed out that like I would panic if I couldn't record. So it's just, I need to not do that. And just kind of kick back and relax. So a few of the things that I want to record and for the future of this channel, I obviously want to do more Sims builds. We just had Island Living come out and stuff. I've been playing the ever-living daylight out of that. I have like a Sim who has like a merman husband, and they just had a toddler, a murderer. That doesn't sound good. So yeah, that's been like a cute like little side thing, but I thought about doing like a Sims Let's Play, and I would love to know what you guys think about all that. And also, I just miss talking to you guys, so I'm so excited to like hear your feedback and see what you guys think. This build wasn't like I've done any before. That's not a sentence. This build is different than anything I've done before. So usually I have the rooms plotted out, or I have like an idea in mind, and everything's just like pre-structured. So like what I would usually do is build everything off camera, literally furnish the entire place, tear it all down, and do it again on camera. Well, that was stressful, so I decided, maybe not. So I just kind of wanted to mess around with like recording it on camera. And anyway, I went back to try and mess with the speed of this video and stuff. I don't know how that's going to be, if it's going to be too fast or slow. Please let me know on all of that, because I am not entirely sure. This is the fastest that I can get the interior design to go. I think it's like literally at 3 times speed, 2 times speed, something ridiculous. But literally my Sony Vegas was like, yep, nope, you can't record anymore, or like you can't edit this to be any faster. So I was like, okay. So I just kind of left it. So it might be like a little bit slow for this chunk, but if there's a room that you guys don't want, you could probably just skip through. Or if there's a story you don't care about, just skip it. Anyway. Yeah, so I want to get back into Sims stuff. Maybe a Let's Play or two, because there's just like, I feel like there's a lot of content again in The Sims, and that's just nice. But I've been watching people review like Sims 3 stuff, like Lazy Gamer Reviews or something like that. His channel, I've been watching him review like all the Sims 4 packs. I was like, oh cool, I wonder how they stack up to some of the Sims 3 ones, because I used to be obsessed with the Sims 3. Still would be, but it doesn't run super great. Like there's just so much lag that it's like impossible to play. But anyway, so I was watching some of his reviews for Sims 3 stuff. So for example, in Sims 4 we have cats and dogs, which is like, it's an okay pack. I really love the furniture and the vet career and everything, but like the Sims 3 had like horses and horse competitions and like dog competitions and like all this stuff that just felt like way more than what the Sims 4 has. And I was like, I wonder if it's just that pack. So I dived deeper into the realm of YouTube and reviews, and Sims 3 just had so much more. And I love the Sims 4 because I love the building aspect of the Sims 4 a lot more than the Sims 3. But gameplay, Sims 3 trumped Sims 4, like easily. So yeah, it just kind of, it disappointed me looking back at all that, because I was just like, oh wow, because you know, I thought The Sims 4 was doing good and they're getting better and everything, and then I was like, oh, they're still kind of not great compared to what The Sims 3 was. So I'm really curious. I know they've started development for The Sims 5, or at least there's like heavy speculation that they've started doing that. They've started hiring people for that. So I think I'm gonna hold off on The Sims 5 if it does release within the next like 2 years. Mainly just because like, I don't know, this Sims 4 generation was just kind of like, it was okay and stuff. I feel like the game, even though they keep adding stuff, I feel like it's lacking some of the heart that the other Sims franchises had. And I don't know what it is, but I just can't get like attached to my Sims anymore. Like I'll just start a family and stuff, or like I'll do challenges and I'll just lose interest, and I'm not entirely sure why that is. So yeah, that's been its own debacle. But so aside from doing Sims stuff on my channel, I want to get back into farming Sims, because I love those. You know, they're very calm. Things like Harvest Moon, Story of Seasons, Rune Factory, whenever that releases on the Switch, that'd be great, because that is my all-time favorite game on this planet, is Rune Factory 4. So when I heard they were coming back, I about just died. I about passed out on the floor, and it was great, and my life was made. That's all I wanted. So, and the fact that there's gonna be Rune Factory 5 had me just like losing my mind. Like I would have sold my firstborn child. Okay, this is a like dramatic person to me. I would have sold my firstborn child to buy Rune Factory 5, but I thought the franchise was dead. And then Nintendo's like, ha, nope, you thought. So they're bringing that back, which is very exciting. So yeah, essentially, long story short, I want to do some farming sims, but I have no idea which ones to do. I feel like I've played a great portion on my channel. I know a lot of people, like, whenever I was gone, I would still keep up with, like, what people were saying and stuff. And some people really wanted me to bring back Harvest Moon Light of Hope, which was kind of a trash game. But, like, I will gladly bring it back if people want it. I feel like I gave it a decent shot, but I need to, like, maybe dive more into it. But yeah, I wasn't super thrilled with that game. But, I mean, it was still fun to make fun of it. So, yeah. whatever games that you guys want me to play, even if it's not a farming sim or just like a life simulator or whatever, just let me know, because I'm down to try pretty much whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, also, yeah, so I had the pride flag in the boys' room and stuff, and I was like, I really wanted to, like, I think I did make it work. I think I put it over the desk. But essentially I had the pansexual flag up for a hot minute and stuff, because that's what I am. So I was like, ooh, I want to incorporate that. And then essentially I was just like, yeah, you know, we'll just make it the normal one. Normal, is that right to say? We'll just make it like the normal color swatch that they had, which is just like the pride rainbow and stuff that everyone knows. So I was just like, yeah, we'll just leave it like that, put it over to his desk and everything. For his character, I was kind of inspired off of, so there's a musical, that's my favorite musical of all time, and I'm about to go on a tangent with this. So I really love like Hamilton and Dear Evan Hansen, and I'm basically the basic B word of musical theater, to where I just like what everyone else likes about it. But there's a musical called Be More Chill that I have fallen in love with. I sing it around my apartment whenever I'm cleaning, doing laundry, like whatever. I sing it way too much. And anyway, there's a character in it named Michael Mell, and he's like the best friend and everything, and he has like the little pride patch on his sleeve, and it's just like super cool. So whenever I saw like the Sims were doing pride stuff, I immediately wanted to make like the Michael Mell character and everything. And yeah, so every time I see that pride flag, I try and like use it in a lot of my builds, just because like I'm so glad the Sims are doing that, and that's just like super cool. And yeah, I don't know, I feel like they didn't have to do any of that stuff, but they did and everything. And it's also just like the whole month of June was super awesome for pride and everything. Like I went to Vegas with mom and stuff as like my grad present from her, and like we did some of the shopping in the malls and stuff, because they have just like great shopping in Vegas. Like they have fancy stores like Prada, Gucci, Coach that you walk in and you just feel intimidated, so you instantly leave. Like I walked into a Tiffany's and I priced, what was it, a peridot necklace, and it was literally just a gold chain with a peridot just hanging off of it, $7,000. And I was like, okay, I'm heavily considering this. I walked out of that store. Just a hard nope. So yeah, they have great shopping. They have the rich people shopping, and then they have like what normal people shop. So they have like a giant Marshall store, or they have like that's not super like a great comparison. That's, you know, they have everything you can want. They have like American Eagle. Do people still shop at American Eagle? I don't know. I feel like I'm not naming good stores. I don't shop a whole lot like for clothes. I shop for like furniture. I'm like that person. Like I have more furniture than I know what to do with, sort of thing. Which I'm glad I'm moving soon, because I'll move from a 2-bedroom to a 3-bedroom. It's still like just me and my boyfriend. We have plans to move in like March, so hopefully that all goes well. But yeah, so it's still just me. Mom still stays with me like pretty much 2 weeks out of each month, or 2 weekends out of each month and stuff, just to do stuff in town and everything. So it's like, even though I live alone, I feel like I'm never actually alone with the amount of people that like I just have over, or that just like come over. And so it's like The Sims, where people just like show, I've been playing too much of The Sims, where people just like show up at your door and are just like, hey, do you want to hang out, or do you want to watch a movie or something? I'm just like, okay. So yeah, it's rare that I actually get alone time at home, which is kind of surprising to say. But anyway, I went super off tangent, but the malls had like a lot of stuff for Pride. Like Michael Kors designed like a special line for it, and just designers were just designing things for Pride. And it was just like, it was such an encouraging like restoration in humanity. Like my faith in humanity was like restored, because everything's just, I don't know, I feel like I've just lost what I was saying. Like I hit a certain point when I'm recording a video to where I'm just like, okay, my brain just died, now I gotta like try and like reboot it. But it was cool to just see everyone like participating in something that like has been shunned for so many years, or that people like wouldn't talk about, or just sweep under the rug. And now it's like people are just proud of who they are, I feel like, at this point in time. And it's just like, that's just a great thing. Like whether it be like your skin color, your preference of things, it's just like people are just proud to be who they are. And I just feel like we've needed that for a long time, and it's good to see people are taking a stand for that. So yeah, that kind of went on a deeper tangent than I ever meant it for, but essentially, yeah, that was super cool. So long story short for this video, I need ideas for farming sims, I need ideas for games. I have no idea even what to do after this video. I would like to record some more stuff, but I don't know which games to record. I don't know if you guys actually want to see Let's Play series. Like, I've been playing a lot of Spider-Man and stuff on my own time, and like Red Dead 2 and Assassin's Creed Odyssey, just things like that. If you guys want to see me play through Kingdom Hearts, that'll be a whirlwind. Oh my god, I love Disney more than life itself. That's actually what my tattoo is of. It's like, it's got some books, a little cup of tea, and then like a little Disney logo out of smoke and stuff, and it's just like, oh, it's so cool. And it was done super well. We went over to a place in Vegas called Club Tattoo, and Mom got a tattoo on her forearm, I think it's called. It's like between your wrist and your elbow. I don't know anatomy very well. And she had the quote, it was like, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And the meaning behind that for her was like, people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And so that was really cool that she got that. And then I got the one that I just described to you guys on my right ankle. And the lady who was tattooing me was like, oh yeah, it's gonna take an hour. And I was like, an hour? But it's got like a lot of shading and some details. So I will have to find a way to insert this picture into this video. If I haven't already. But essentially she was just like, yeah, it's only gonna take an hour. I was like, what? But she was done in an hour, and it looks fantastic. It's starting to peel, which is like, ow. Just cause like every now and then I'll just like bump it against something, and it's like still just like a little bit tender, and it's not super great. Oh, that reminds me, I got injured a lot on my Vegas trip. Not really injured, but like the tattoo made me like a little sore. And then also it's like we were hanging, because we were staying over at the Flamingo Hotel, which was like a pretty nice hotel, if we're being honest. And I could make a whole video just about the Vegas trip. Oh, now we're working on landscape. Cool. So I better wrap it up fairly soon, because this landscape isn't going to take too long. So anyway, we were staying at the Flamingo, and there's this thing called a day club, which essentially like they have a live DJ at an adult pool. So it's 21 and over. And for those of you who don't know, I'm 22. Hello. Chaotic mess of a person. Anyway, so they had like a day club and stuff there. So they would have DJ, and they would have booze left and right, and people were drunk, falling off stuff. It was pretty great. It was really entertaining. And they had like heckin' good pina coladas, and I love me some pina coladas. I didn't used to, but it started being addicting. So anyway, I was having like a pina colada, and me and Mom went swimming earlier and stuff, and we were just kind of like lounging by the pool. I was reading my book and everything, and she's like, oh, do you want to get back in? And I was like, sure. And I took a step from the lounge chair and stuff onto like the concrete, and I was like, oh, ow. I was like, what is hurting? So I looked down at my toe, and if you guys are eating, you might want to pause the video for a hot second. It's not like super gross, but still. Essentially my toenail like had an L-shape rip in it. On my big like right foot toe. So it's like the same foot as my tattoo would be the following day, except because this was like the day before. And I was like, what on earth is going on? So like I looked down, I was terrified that it was like gonna rip off or something. It actually really isn't that bad. Like it's pretty much fully healed and stuff, and the new one's pretty much grown. But yeah, it was just kind of like one of those things where it's like, oh, this is new. I have never had this happen. But I think what triggered it was like we were walking, because my Fitbit said that we were walking like 25 to like 27,000 steps a day. Like just something insane. When at my home life, I usually hit about like 8,000, 10,000 in my day-to-day life and stuff. So it's kind of crazy just to like see my Fitbit be like, yeah, you're walking so much. But then like we would drink so much. And so, yeah, I feel like everything that I don't know. And we also did like fine dining and stuff too. Like, if you guys watch the show Cake Boss, we dined over at like Buddy's restaurant and stuff. And he had like the best chicken parm ever. And he had like the best live musician. 10 out of 10 recommend that place. I might have to do a video where I just talk more about Vegas, but we are about to wrap up on this. So, moral of the story, give me ideas for videos. Hopefully you guys like this build. I plan on doing more Sims 4 speed builds and maybe a Let's Play. I haven't really thought about a concept for Let's Play yet, but I would love to do one. And yeah, I'm already out of breath, but I was amazed that my first day back, I was able to do an entire like voiceover. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I will talk to you all in the next one. And it is so good to be back. So until then, bye.